How's it going, folks? Chris here with the first of many Modern Warfare 3 weapon guides. In this first episode we're going to take a look at one of my favourite weapons in the game, although over the course of the next few episodes in this series you'll probably hear me say one of my favourite weapons in the game quite a few times, because basically more or less every weapon in the game is my favourite weapon, so that just goes to show how good the balance of the weapons is in Modern Warfare 3. And as we'll see over the course of this series, lots of the weapons have nice variety and stats, unlike in Black Ops where they're all basically clones of each other. So first up we're going to take a look at the Scar L, which in real life is known as the FN Scar, with the L standing for light, being a light barrel, unlike the heavy barrel version of the Scar H that we had in Modern Warfare 2. So in game the Scar L is an assault rifle. It's one of the ones you get quite early in the start of your Modern Warfare 3 career at level 6, and it'll definitely see you through right through to the higher levels of level 80. So first up, let's take a look at some features of the Scar L in Modern Warfare 3. The Scar has pretty moderate damage figures of 35-20, that means it's a 3-shot kill up close, dropping off to 5 shots to kill at long range. If you manage to get a headshot in there, it reduces the shots to kill down by 1, making it a 2 or a 4-shot kill. As you can see by the spread, the Scar has a pretty low to moderate recoil pattern, although it always goes over to the right, so it's pretty predictable, so you can always counter it. And if you don't get along with this recoil pattern, you can always equip the kick proficiency to reduce that recoil. And one of the best features of the Scar, like we saw in the Scar H from Modern Warfare 2, the iron sights are definitely very clean and usable. No obtrusive apertures or anything blocking your sight. So this will really help when it comes to choosing your attachments, in that you don't really need to fill up that attachment slot with an optic. So let's move on and take a look at some more detailed stats of the Scar L. First up, like with many of the assault rifles, it's fully automatic. It has the usual assault rifle aiming speed of 0.30 seconds, a pretty average rate of fire of 750 rounds per minute, a pretty average 2.4 second reload time, and finally a pretty average 30 round magazine size. So overall the Scar L has pretty balanced stats, pretty average overall, nothing that stands out as being a major advantage or a major disadvantage with this weapon, which obviously makes it a good all-rounder. So finally, let's take a look at some recommendations for attachments you might want to consider for your Scar L. My best attachment by far goes with the silencer. The silencer will help you stay off the radar by avoiding you showing up as a little red dot on the radar when you open fire, and it also reduces the muzzle flash of the weapon, so seeing as that we don't really need any optic like a red dot sight or a holographic sight to kind of raise the optic higher than the barrel, the silencer will help remove that muzzle flash. It makes it easier to aim and stay on target when you're firing without the blaze from the end of the barrel. It's worth bearing in mind that the silencers do reduce the damage drop off, so you're going to be looking at that 5 shots to kill at much closer ranges than you would be without it. But to be honest, I didn't really notice any major disadvantage here. Sometimes you do notice that you need quite a few hit markers, but with the Scar having a fairly low recoil, especially if you equip kick and quickly toggle that trigger or burst fire really fast, you'll not really notice a disadvantage at long range. You'll soon take the enemy out. Otherwise, the next best attachment I think is the extended mags. You do have to use the weapon a fair bit to unlock the extended mags, but it just gives you that extra bit more firepower in case you run into groups of bad guys. 3 or more just allows you to spray more bullets into the crowd and take them out. And finally, another good choice is the heartbeat sensor. You get this around the mid levels of the weapon rank. Obviously it's very similar to the one we found in Modern Warfare 2. It just shows enemies on the radar, obviously those who aren't using Assassin. So this could be a really handy attachment if you're running the specialist package, because obviously you won't have access to UAVs unless you've got a good team. So all in all, the Scar L is a great all-round weapon for almost any game mode. You'll be able to do pretty well with it, especially with that silencer attachment, which will keep you off the radar for a more stealthy approach, so you can often get away with those flanking manoeuvres around the back and around the sides of the bad guys. It's definitely one of my most used weapons in the game so far, and I think it's one of the first that I've reached maximum rank on it. I think the UMP45 and the Scar L saw me through the other levels of the game. So that's my little review of the Scar L in Modern Warfare 3. Drop me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or learned anything new. Obviously, I'd like to know your thoughts on my new little visuals. I've had lots of fun creating these. If this is the first video of mine you've seen, subscribe, stick around for more of these weapon guide episodes. I'll be covering most of the primary weapons in Modern Warfare 3, so stick around for those. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.